Hello everybody, I'm out here on Pikes Peak and I believe this could be one of my favorite spots that I've ever got to film in. You can see those red rock formations off on my right shoulder, that's Garden of the Gods. And over here off my left shoulder is downtown Colorado Springs. It is just an absolutely beautiful place to do a video shoot. And you know, it's a little grassy knoll, kind of little grassy flat spot where I set whatever little bit of grass there is up here at about probably 13,000 feet, where I set my tripod from my camera up, and then I literally, seriously, I crawled out to get to this spot because right behind me here is about 1,000-foot sheer drop off to the rocks below. And if I stumbled or if a big wind picked up and blew me off or got me off balance, they'd find me at the rocks below. But hey, that's what makes life so thrilling. And that's why we wear our hat that says, "Fear not." So I'm up here to talk to you. I want to show you something really beautiful. And I'm up here to talk to you about living it out by faith. So, you know, I had somebody ask me a question the other day when I was at church. They said, what's the difference between the gift of faith and faith? And so I just began to explain them what the difference was, and I'm going to teach you on the 15-minute teaching coming up here at the end of this week on the extended version about what the difference between the gift of faith and just your everyday normal faith. Well, you've got the faith of Jesus. If you believe in Jesus, you've got the faith of Jesus inside of you. And that's what you live by faith every day of your life as a Christian. You live by the faith, the same measure of faith that everybody else got who's a Christian when they got born again. That same measure of faith came inside of you when Jesus came to live inside of you. Let me read you Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say through the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. You've got the same faith that Jesus raised people from the dead with. The same faith that opened blind eyes. The same faith that opened deaf ears. The same faith that raised Lazarus from the dead after 3 days is inside of you. You've got the measure of faith. All believers get that measure of faith. It's the measure that God had given you. And as you exercise your faith, it'll grow. As you believe God more and begin to step out and put yourself in situations where you need God to come through for you, that's going to build your faith and it's going to grow your faith. The measure of faith that you got when you became born again. Isn't this awesome? I just love it up here. I'm gonna finish this recording. I'm just gonna sit up here and take it all in because it's absolutely beautiful. I appreciate you. I appreciate you spending time with me today. I hope this has been a blessing, and that's another Living It Out.